The midnight ward, Dr. Sarah Chen hurried down the dimly lit corridor of St. Mary's Hospital, her footsteps echoing in the eerie silence. It was nearly midnight, and the old building seemed to come alive with whispers and shadows. The fluorescent lights flickered overhead, casting a sickly glow on the peeling walls. As she approached room 217, Sarah hesitated. Rumors circulated among the staff about strange occurrences in this wing, dating back decades. Nurses spoke in hushed tones about patients vanishing without a trace, and night shift doctors swore they'd seen figures lurking in the shadows. But surely they were just stories, Sarah told herself. Urban legends born from too many sleepless nights and too much caffeine. She pushed open the door, wincing at the loud creak of rusted hinges. The room was empty, yet Sarah felt a chill run down her spine. Something was off. The air felt heavy, oppressive, as if the very walls were watching her. There, in the doorway, stood a figure in a tattered nurse's uniform, its face a grotesque mask of decay. Skin hung in loose folds from its cheekbones, and empty eye sockets stared at her with malevolent intent. "You shouldn't be here, doctor," it rasped, advancing slowly. Its voice was like sandpaper on glass, scraping against Sarah's ears. "No one leaves the midnight ward." Sarah backed away, fumbling for the call button. Her fingers trembled as she pressed it repeatedly, praying for help to arrive. But the corridor remained silent, save for the shuffling footsteps of the approaching apparition. Who are you?" Sarah managed to choke out, her back pressed against the cold window. The ghost's lipless mouth twisted into a horrifying grin. "I am what becomes of those who linger too long in these halls. I am the guardian of secrets best left buried." As the apparition reached for her with skeletal fingers, Sarah realized, with mounting just as the icy fingers were about to close around her throat. The door burst open. Dr. Michael Reeves, Sarah's colleague, rushed in. "Sarah, are you all right? I heard the monitors." He stopped short, eyes wide with disbelief, as he took in the scene before him. The ghostly nurse turned its attention to the newcomer, a low growl emanating from its decaying form. Sarah seized the moment of distraction. She grabbed Michael's arm and pulled him out of the room, slamming the door shut behind them. They ran down the corridor, the sound of unearthly wailing following them. Gasping for breath, they finally reached the nurse's station. The night staff looked up in alarm at their disheveled appearance. "What happened?" the head nurse asked, rising from her chair. Sarah and Michael exchanged glances, unsure of how to explain what they'd witnessed. How could they describe the horror that lurked in room 217? As dawn broke over St. Mary's Hospital, Sarah sat in the staff room, and as she watched new patients being wheeled into the ward, she couldn't help but wonder, how many of them would fall prey to the midnight ward, doomed to wander its haunted halls for eternity?